Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Eat More Plants with me. If this is your first time visiting, welcome, and I hope you hit the subscribe button. I'm coming back at you guys today with another meal prep idea. This one is something quick and easy, and it's perfect for lunch as a sandwich or a salad topper, and it was inspired by tuna fish or potato salad that's plant-based, of course. I think you guys will enjoy. So this is a recipe I make pretty often, a lot of times with potatoes, just like potato salad. Today I'm using chickpeas as the base of it. There are the traditional ingredients for potato salad: celery and onion, mustard and mayo. I'm using a veggie-based mayo. If you don't have mayonnaise on hand, yogurt is a great substitution. If you don't have celery on hand, green bell pepper works out great, or anything crunchy, so even chopped up carrots will be really good. You'll see by the spices here, we have our Indian base. We have turmeric. You're gonna use crushed red pepper, some garlic powder, and some cumin powder. There is salt over here, and the ginger, and these are curry leaves. So if you're not familiar with curry leaves, they add a nice little flavor to the end of a meal. They're pretty typical in Indian cooking. If you don't have any, because it's not something you normally buy, you could easily bypass it. It's not compulsory for the recipe. If you have cilantro, that would be a really good thing to add at the end also. But you can play a lot with the ingredients. I think you'll like it. Our first step is to get these chickpeas smashed up. You don't have to get them completely pulverized. You can have little chunks and pieces, but you can use a fork or you can use one of these mashed potato things. I think a fork works pretty good when you're using just such a small amount. So let's go ahead and get that done. Smashing, let's add some of the ingredients that are gonna stay cold. I'm putting in like two spoons of the mayonnaise, and to that I'm gonna add a little bit of mustard, maybe about half a spoon or of mustard, and get this mixed. I can tell if I need more once I start mixing. You don't want it to be liquidy, but it has to have everything coated because we're still gonna add some veggies to this too. To this, I'm gonna add about 2 stalks of celery chopped up. That's actually 3 because my stalks were kind of small. Mix that up. And we're gonna go ahead and put in some of the seasonings. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to this because we're not gonna eat it plain. It's gonna be in between bread or on salad. So I think salt is good. Just like this alone would be a pretty typical plain tuna salad, vegan tuna salad. I'm gonna add more spices because this is Indian inspired. So garlic, and in goes the cumin, and then we're gonna mix it some more. Okay, so this is where the Indian flavors are really gonna come in. It's gonna heat up those curry leaves, the red pepper, turmeric, onion, and ginger. And it shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna put a couple spoons of, I'm using avocado oil because it has a really high smoke point. All right, let this oil stay in here a bit, so I think it's heated up. I'm gonna add to it about like a heaping teaspoon, so maybe like a teaspoon and a half of ginger. I'm gonna add probably half a teaspoon of the red pepper. Put the turmeric in the oil, another teaspoon. Since I'm taking this to lunch, I don't really want the raw onions, even though I like that better. So I'm gonna add the onions to this mixture. The last thing I'm gonna add are those curry leaves. They're gonna pop, so be careful, stand back. And I don't really have to cook these all the way. I don't mind if they're still a little bit crunchy. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm just gonna tear up the curry leaves and drop them in. And you can hear them start to pop. So I took those out of the pan and let them cool a bit, and we're gonna add these cooked ingredients to the cold ingredients, and we should be good to go. I just have to do one last mix. You wanna make sure you mix it really well because you don't want all those ginger pieces and red pepper flakes to be in the same spot. And taste it as you go through with a clean spoon, of course. But see if you know, you want to make it spicier or you want to make it saltier. But I think this looks pretty good. And I'll show you what I'm gonna put it on next. This is exactly why I love this recipe as a meal prep one, because it's super versatile. You can use it so many different ways. As a salad topper, it's awesome because it has a bunch of protein in there, but it's also packed with flavor. You don't have to worry about using salad dressing, and that means no more soggy salad. You can pack this ahead of time and it'll be crunchy on day 2 or 3. You can try making sandwiches like here, or you can use it for a snack. In the afternoon, I'm always craving something to crunch on, so you can use one of these containers, fill them up, snap the lid on, pack a couple crackers or carrot sticks, and you're good to go. Basically, a little goes a long way with this recipe. You could make 2 salads, 2 sandwiches, and 2 snacks. So I really hope you give it a try and you enjoy it as much as I do. Have a great week, everybody.